Okay, one, no, the National Guard, the public order is not that bad in New York City. It is not. That's a falsehood that was created by the mayor of New York, Eric Adams, who is a corrupt mayor and who is also a former cop who is only looking in the interest of the police and trying to get them more money. Yes, they have them in the subways, but they are not there because crime is up. That's not because order is bad in New York City. Crime is not up. Crime in New York City and nationwide is on a downward trend. We are living in the safest times in the United States. New York City is the safest that has been in decades. They are making up falsehoods based off of one thing and one thing only: the crime statistics that they are saying to justify having the National Guard in the subways is for people jumping the subway lines. Because they lie. They lie. They use people who are committing non-violent offenses, like jumping the turnstiles at subways, because they can't afford the prices of tickets to get on the subway to get to work, because minimum wage has not kept up with inflation and cost of living. So people have to commit a crime of jumping turnstiles in order to get to and from work. And they are using that as a falsehood to say crime is up in order to justify putting armed, jackbooted thugs in subways. That is the reason. What people? Don't take anecdotal evidence from random people off the street using their own experiences. I'm not saying that crime is down because I live in a part of the country that sees very little crime. I'm saying that crime is down because statistically, crime is at an all-time low in the United States. U.S. violent and property crime rates have plunged since the 1990s, regardless of data source. Overall, all forms of crime have decreased and continue to decrease. Anecdotal evidence is not a reliable source of information. That's the first thing you learn in a statistics class. This is overall. New York City, crime down across New York City in 2024 with 3,662 fewer crimes. This was published in January of 2025. That muggings is violence. Mugging is robbery and burglary. That's what mugging is. And here, I'm giving you a literal reference from the New York City government website that is literally saying violent crimes, including muggings, has gone down. No, there's not. There are not organized crimes taking over apartment complexes. So who do you believe? So who do you believe? So who are you going to believe? You're not going to believe the New York Police Department, whose sole purpose is to arrest as many people as possible every year in order to justify their existence. And they are the ones coming out and stating that there are fewer crimes occurring. The police commissioner, the head cop, whose entire purpose in existence is justified by the ability to find and arrest more people, is saying that there are fewer crimes. Yeah, that's the problem, is you don't believe the recent data. I'm giving you data from the NYPD, which is where this information comes from. Third-party groups go to from either federal or local government sources. This is a local government source. It is the New York City Police Department. I gave that to you, and you said that this was biased. I think that the police is stretched too thin, and that the government has an interest in making itself look good. What is so? Wait. That's okay. Hold on a second. What would that serve in if the NYPD is stretched too thin? If the police department, I need you to just take a second and think about this. If the NYPD is stretched too thin, then that means that they would need more funding from local, state, and federal resources in order to have the support, staffing, and bodies on the ground to do their job. But you're saying that they have an interest in making themselves look good. So by saying that crimes have gone down, they are saying that they are justifying that they are doing their work with the given amount of resources that they have right now, and thus they don't need as much money in the next coming year. No, the defund the police movement didn't happen. It didn't actually occur. Police funding actually has still increased across the country, across the nation, especially in New York City. Funding for the police has gone up. In fact, Joe Biden, when he was president, increased funding for the police. Here, March 2024, President Biden has stood with law enforcement his entire career and worked to ensure law enforcement serves all communities his entire career, and he has the results to show for it. The president inherited a violent crime rate, which is false. We just showed that under the prior administration. After taking office, President Biden immediately took action and signed the American Rescue Plan, which led to the largest federal investment in public safety in history, giving state and local governments resources to reduce crime and prevent violence by increasing funding for the police. There. Police department uniform, total expenditures in thousands. Police department civilian, police department housing, police department transit. It has steadily increased. I don't know what else I can show you to help you understand that the police are not being defunded, and that simultaneously, despite my disdain for police, the police are doing their jobs. Violent crime on almost all indexes in New York City specifically has gone down. Crimes aren't being underreported.